Welcome, dear listeners, to a space where motivation meets clarity, where financial wisdom intertwines with spiritual growth, and where political insights are broken down into digestible truths. This is your sanctuary for empowerment, a place where we explore the tools and mindsets that can transform your life. As the great Tony Robbins once said, change happens when the pain of staying the same is greater than the pain of change. Today, we're diving into a topic that embodies this truth: the science of behavior change and how you can harness it to achieve success in every area of your life. Whether you're here for inspiration, financial guidance, spiritual awakening, or political understanding, you're in the right place. Let's embark on this journey together. Changing your behavior isn't always easy, especially when it comes to habits that have been ingrained for years. But here's the good news: it is possible. With the right knowledge and strategies, you can make lasting changes in any area of your life, whether it's improving your career, finances, relationships, or health. The science behind personal success shows that change is within your reach, no matter how daunting it may seem. As Mahatma Gandhi wisely said, "Be the change that you wish to see in the world." And it all starts with understanding the tools that can help you get there. Through research and first-hand accounts, experts have uncovered methods that work for ordinary people facing extraordinary challenges. They discovered that those who succeeded in making lasting changes didn't rely solely on willpower. Instead, they used a combination of smart strategies and influences that reshaped their environments and approaches. People across the globe have applied these principles to overcome obstacles, proving that change is possible for everyone. Whether it's breaking free from unhealthy habits, improving productivity, or building stronger relationships, the key lies in understanding the forces that shape our behavior. In this episode, you'll learn about the 6 key influences that affect your behavior and how you can apply them to overcome barriers, build lasting habits, and achieve your goals. These influences include external factors, social dynamics, and simple changes to your environment, all of which can make success more attainable than relying on willpower alone. For example, did you know that tweaking your surroundings can make it easier to adopt healthier habits? Or that surrounding yourself with the right people can amplify your motivation and accountability? These insights are game changers for anyone looking to transform their life. Whether you're striving to make healthier choices, increase your productivity at work, or break free from old patterns, the principles and tactics outlined here can help you overcome challenges and build new, more productive habits. It's not about perfection, it's about progress. And by understanding the science of change, you can create a roadmap that works for you. Remember, as Albert Einstein said, the measure of intelligence is the ability to change. So, let's embrace that intelligence and take the first step toward a better version of ourselves. Thank you for joining me on this journey. Whether you're here for the first time or a long-time listener, your presence is valued, and your growth is my priority. If this episode resonates with you, I'd love for you to like, subscribe, and share it with someone you care about. Together, we can spread the message of empowerment and inspire others to take control of their lives. Let's continue to grow, learn, and transform together. Welcome to the channel, and let's get started. About the authors: Gary Patterson, Joseph Grenny, David Maxfield, Ron McMillan, and Al Switzler are a distinguished team of experts specializing in behavior change, communication, and leadership. Together, they have co-authored several influential books, including Crucial Conversations, Crucial Confrontations, and Influencer, all of which became New York Times bestsellers. Their work provides actionable strategies for navigating high-stakes conversations, improving workplace dynamics, and fostering lasting change in both personal and professional settings. With a deep understanding of human behavior, they have trained thousands of individuals and organizations to communicate more effectively and drive meaningful transformation. Each author brings a unique expertise to their collaborative work. Gary Patterson and David Maxfield, both holding doctoral degrees from Stanford University, have made significant contributions to organizational behavior and psychology research. Joseph Grenny is known for leading large-scale corporate change initiatives and co-founding Unitas, a nonprofit dedicated to poverty alleviation. Ron McMillan and Al Switzler, seasoned consultants and speakers, have worked closely with Fortune 500 executives to enhance leadership effectiveness. Their combined experience and research have shaped a widely respected approach to mastering crucial conversations and influencing positive change. Chapter 1: The Marshmallow Test and Beyond: How to Master Behavior Change with 6 Key Influences. Picture this: in a small lab tucked away in the Utah mountains, a 4-year-old named Kyler faced a delicious yet daunting challenge: a marshmallow. He was told he could have a second one if he resisted eating the first for 15 minutes. Sound familiar? This was a modern twist on psychologist Walter Mischel's famous marshmallow test, which showed that children who could delay gratification tended to have better outcomes in school and life. But this time, researchers added a game-changing element. They taught 𝐾𝐜 and other children skills to resist temptation, like turning away from the marshmallow and focusing on something else. The result? Half of the children succeeded, and 𝐾𝐜 walked out proudly with 2 marshmallows. This experiment reveals a powerful truth: success isn't just about willpower. Many of us fall into the trap of believing that our failures are due to a lack of personal strength, leading to a cycle of effort, disappointment, and self-blame. But the reality is far more nuanced. External factors, often invisible, shape our behavior in ways we don't even realize. Recognizing and addressing these hidden influences is the key to creating meaningful, lasting change. Take the story of a nurse who wanted to quit smoking. At first, she relied solely on willpower, but her cravings kept winning. Then, she noticed that her urges were tied to specific habits, like driving to work or talking on the phone. By changing her routines, avoiding triggers, and finding new ways to keep her hands and mind busy, she finally succeeded. Her story shows that reshaping your environment and adopting new strategies can be far more effective than relying on sheer determination. Think about it: unseen forces are constantly guiding your actions. Whether it's the design of a casino keeping you glued to a slot machine or the easy access to junk food in your pantry, these influences often operate below your radar. While self-control is important, depending on it alone is like trying to push a heavy car uphill while others push it down. To create lasting change, you need to do more. Build specific skills, adjust your surroundings, and seek support from those around you. The good news? Change is entirely possible. In the sections ahead, you'll discover 6 key influences on behavior and practical strategies to harness them. These tools will help you move past self-blame and create solutions tailored to your unique challenges. Whether you're trying to break a bad habit, improve your productivity, or achieve a personal goal, understanding these influences can make all the difference. But here's the thing: change doesn't mean perfection. Like 𝐾𝐜 with his marshmallows or the nurse overcoming her smoking habit, you'll undoubtedly face obstacles along the way. The key is to treat setbacks as learning opportunities and refine your approach. With the right strategies, meaningful transformation is within your reach. So, are you ready to take control of your behavior and create the life you want? Stay tuned, because this is just the beginning. Let's get started. Chapter 2: From Garbage to Glory: How to Transform Challenges into Triumphs with 6 Sources of Influence. Imagine feeling pride in a job that most people would avoid at all costs. Meet Voltaire, a garbage picker in Rio de Janeiro who works daily in one of the world's largest dumps. While many would find this work unbearable, Voltaire takes deep satisfaction in knowing he's reducing waste and protecting the planet. His story is a powerful reminder that shifting your perspective can transform even the most challenging tasks into sources of meaning and pride. This idea lies at the heart of the first of the 6 sources of influence: love what you hate. To embrace tasks you dislike, focus on the meaningful outcomes they support. For example, if saving money feels like a struggle, picture what you'll gain: financial stability, the freedom to travel, or a comfortable retirement. Visualization makes this future more tangible. Imagine how your life might look if your current habits continue, and use that image to confront the stakes of not making a change. Language also plays a key role. Instead of framing changes as sacrifices, think of them as investments in a better future. This simple shift in mindset can make all the difference. But sometimes, a new perspective isn't enough. You may need to develop specific skills to succeed. This is where the second source of influence comes in: do what you can't. Take Patricia, for example, who wanted to improve her relationship. She realized that slowing her responses and listening more carefully were essential. She practiced waiting before speaking and asked thoughtful questions to encourage better conversations. Similarly, Martha overcame her cravings for sugary coffee drinks by using small distractions, like engaging in light conversation or focusing on something else in her environment. These strategies helped her regain control in moments of temptation. Making tasks fun can also make them less intimidating. Consider Peter, who was struggling to complete his dissertation. He broke the massive project into small, daily targets, writing just 2 pages a day. To reward himself, he created a creative system. He assembled a photo of himself in doctoral robes piece by piece as he hit his goals. This playful approach turned a daunting task into a series of manageable, rewarding steps. By reframing challenges, building new skills, and finding joy in the process, you can turn even the most difficult habits into meaningful achievements. Whether it's tackling a job you dislike, improving a relationship, or breaking a bad habit, these strategies can help you take control and create lasting change. But this is just the beginning. In the next section, we'll explore 2 more sources of influence that can supercharge your ability to transform your life. So, are you ready to turn your challenges into triumphs? Whether you're here for the first time or a long-time listener, your growth is my priority. If this episode resonated with you, I'd love for you to like, subscribe, and share it with someone you care about. Together, we can spread the message of empowerment and inspire others to take control of their lives. Let's keep growing together. Chapter 3: The Power of People, How Social Norms and Accountability Can Shape Your Success. In the 1950s, Polish psychologist Solomon Asch conducted a groundbreaking experiment that revealed just how deeply our behavior is influenced by those around us. Participants knowingly gave incorrect answers simply because others in the group did so first. This phenomenon, known as social conformity, shows how our surroundings can quietly steer our choices, often without us even realizing it. Later, American psychologist Stanley Milgram took this a step further, demonstrating how authority figures can amplify this pressure, pushing people to act in ways they'd normally avoid. These experiments highlight 2 powerful forces that shape our behavior: social norms and accountability. Social norms, the unwritten rules about what's acceptable in a group, can pull us toward unhealthy habits without us even noticing. Think about it: if you're skipping workouts, overspending, or indulging in unhealthy eating, chances are the people around you are doing the same or enabling it. Sometimes, this influence is subtle. Their silence or shared habits can make these behaviors feel normal, even when they're not. The same goes for accountability. When we feel responsible to others, whether they're peers or authority figures, it can push us to act in ways we might not choose on our own. But here's the good news: you can flip these forces to work in your favor. Start by examining your social circle. Are the people around you encouraging your growth, or are they holding you back? Friends who act as coaches or cheerleaders, offering guidance or celebrating your successes, can dramatically improve your chances of achieving your goals. Take Michael Lee, for example, who struggled with obesity. He found motivation in an online group where others tracked his progress and encouraged him. Knowing they were watching gave him the push he needed to stick to his goals and make lasting changes. To harness the power of social norms, start by redefining what normal looks like for you. Focus on your aspirations rather than the unhealthy standards set by those around you. Have honest conversations with your friends and family. Ask them to support your goals and explain how they can help. When you transform someone from an accomplice in unhealthy habits to a supporter of your growth, you're not just removing a negative influence, you're adding a positive one, doubling the impact on your journey. Of course, not everyone will be on board with your efforts, and that's okay. Studies show that even a small circle of supportive friends can significantly increase your odds of success. If some people in your life refuse to support your goals, it may be time to distance yourself. Surround yourself with those who uplift and inspire you, and watch how your habits and mindset begin to shift. By reshaping your social world to align with your goals, you can take control of the powerful forces shaping your behavior and achieve lasting change. Whether it's improving your health, finances, or relationships, the people you surround yourself with play a crucial role in your success. So, take a moment to reflect: who's in your corner? And how can you build a community that helps you thrive? Stay tuned, because in the next section, we'll dive into 2 more sources of influence that can supercharge your ability to transform your life. Let's keep growing together. Chapter 4: The Hidden Forces of Change, How Incentives and Environment Shape Your Habits. What motivates you to stick to good habits or break bad ones? The answer might surprise you. Incentives and your environment play a massive role in shaping your decisions, often without you even realizing it. Take the story of a large consulting firm that introduced a cash prize called Road Warrior of the Year to encourage employees to travel more and gain business. While the prize motivated consultants to rack up billable hours, it backfired spectacularly. Winners quit soon after claiming the prize, citing burnout and a lack of work-life balance. Instead of fostering positive outcomes, the incentive drove unhealthy behavior that ultimately hurt the firm. This story highlights the 5th source of influence: incentives. While they can be powerful motivators, they can also have unintended consequences. For example, fast food loyalty programs reward frequent purchases, encouraging overeating. Similarly, the affordability of processed food compared to fresh produce often steers people toward less nutritious diets. These systems make it harder to recognize the long-term costs of unhealthy choices. Obesity, for instance, can cost thousands annually in healthcare, But because the expense is indirect, it feels less urgent than the immediate pleasure of indulging. Making these costs more tangible, like deducting money from your account for each skipped workout or offering cash rewards for healthy eating, can prompt better behavior. Studies show that even small financial stakes, like putting money at risk if you fail to meet goals, can drive significant change. But incentives aren't the only force at play. Your environment, the sixth source of influence, quietly shapes your habits in ways you might not even notice. Physical surroundings often dictate your default choices, like using oversized plates that encourage overeating or prioritizing TV when it's front and center. The good news? You can take control by setting boundaries, or fences. For instance, moving your TV to another room can make reading the easier option. Managing distance is another effective tactic. Keep healthy options within reach and indulgences farther away. Relocating workout gear to a visible spot makes it more accessible, while stashing junk food in hard-to-reach places can discourage impulse eating. Adding cues to your environment can also reinforce good behavior. Visual prompts, like checklists or app reminders, can help you remember your goals when you're most likely to forget. For example, placing a checklist on your car dashboard can remind you to pack a healthy lunch or hit the gym on your way home. These small changes can make a big difference in keeping you on track. By combining thoughtful incentives with a deliberate reshaping of your environment, you can make good habits feel effortless and sustainable. Whether it's improving your health, boosting productivity, or breaking a bad habit, these strategies can help you take control of the forces shaping your behavior. The key is to design your surroundings and rewards in a way that aligns with your goals, making the right choices the easy ones. So, are you ready to harness the power of incentives and environment to transform your habits? Whether you're here for the first time or a long-time listener, your growth is my priority. If this episode resonated with you, I'd love for you to like, subscribe, and share it with someone you care about. Together, we can spread the message of empowerment and inspire others to take control of their lives. Chapter 5: Real-Life Transformations: How Tailored Strategies Can Help You Conquer Career, Health, Finances, Addiction, and Relationships. In this section, we'll dive into 5 real-life stories that showcase how personal success strategies can address some of life's most common challenges: career growth, health, finances, addiction, and relationships. These inspiring examples highlight how ordinary people adapted proven approaches to fit their unique circumstances, turning setbacks into stepping stones for success. Let's start with Melanie, whose career transformation proves that persistence and a clear plan can open doors you never thought possible. Melanie's story begins with frustration. After 6 years of hard work, she was repeatedly passed over for promotions and felt stuck in her career. Conversations with her boss revealed key gaps. She needed deeper technical skills, more billable hours, and experience on high-profile projects to be seen as a true team player. Determined to improve, Melanie developed a focused plan. She prioritized skill building, aligned her work with company goals, and built a reputation as a reliable and helpful colleague. By tracking her progress with tools like goal setting and feedback sessions, she not only earned a promotion but also regained a sense of control over her career. Now, let's shift to something more personal: your health. Justine struggled with her weight, feeling controlled by food cravings that seemed impossible to resist. Research shows that food cravings can mimic drug addiction, making change incredibly difficult. To tackle this, Justine identified the moments when she was most tempted to overeat, like after work, and swapped unhealthy snacks for better alternatives. She also found exercises she genuinely enjoyed and kept herself motivated by tracking her progress. Her success wasn't about extreme diets or quick fixes, it was about building sustainable habits she could maintain for life. Next, meet Tyson and Cherie, a couple who seemed to have it all, except financial stability. Tyson's impulsive spending and Cherie's indulgences led to mounting debt and frequent arguments. To turn things around, they started tracking their spending, planning purchases, and replacing expensive outings with free alternatives. Honest conversations about their financial goals helped them stick to their plan. Over time, they not only cleared their debts but also saved for retirement and found peace, not by earning more, but by spending more wisely. When it comes to addiction, many people believe that quitting requires sheer willpower. Lee's story proves it's about much more than that. Struggling to quit smoking, he realized success required a better plan. He identified the moments when his cravings were strongest, like after meals or socializing with smokers, and used nicotine patches to ease withdrawal. To distract himself, he took up blogging and magic tricks, giving him something to focus on instead of smoking. With support from his family, a trigger-free environment, and a system to celebrate progress, like using saved cigarette money for family activities. Lee quit smoking and regained control of his life. Finally, let's look at Patricia's story, which illustrates how small changes can transform relationships. Frustrated in her marriage, Patricia felt alone in handling finances and parenting while her husband, Jonathan, seemed disengaged. Reflecting on her own behavior, she chose to focus on listening, pausing before speaking, and addressing issues respectfully. She also sought guidance from a trusted family member, who helped her develop better communication habits. As Patricia changed her approach, Jonathan responded with more openness, and their conversations improved. Her efforts showed that even small shifts in actions can reshape relationships for the better. These stories prove that tailored strategies can help you overcome even the toughest challenges, turning setbacks into lasting success. Whether you're striving for career growth, better health, financial stability, freedom from addiction, or stronger relationships, the key lies in finding the right approach for your unique situation. So, what challenge are you ready to tackle? Stay tuned, because in the next section, we'll explore even more strategies to help you achieve your goals. In summary, in the book Change Anything, authors Carrie Patterson, Joseph Grenny, David Maxfield, Ron McMillan, and Al Switzler reveal the science behind lasting behavior change. This transformative book is not just about willpower, it's about understanding the 6 sources of influence that shape our habits and learning how to harness them to achieve personal and professional success. As the famous quote by Mahatma Gandhi goes, "Be the change that you wish to see in the world." And this book shows you exactly how to do that, step by step. The first key takeaway is that change isn't just about willpower. Many of us believe that if we just try harder, we can overcome any obstacle. But the truth is, our environment, social circles, and even our own mindsets play a huge role in shaping our behavior. The authors introduce the concept of the 6 sources of influence: personal motivation, personal ability, social motivation, social ability, structural motivation, and structural ability, and explain how these forces can either hold us back or propel us forward. One of the most powerful lessons from the book is the importance of loving what you hate. Instead of dreading the tasks or habits you need to change, reframe them by focusing on the meaningful outcomes they support. For example, if you struggle to save money, visualize the financial freedom, travel opportunities, or comfortable retirement that your efforts will bring. As Tony Robbins once said, "It's in your moments of decision that your destiny is shaped." By shifting your perspective, you can turn even the most daunting challenges into opportunities for growth. The book also emphasizes the power of social influence. As the famous Solomon Asch experiments showed, we are deeply influenced by the people around us. If your social circle enables unhealthy habits, it's time to seek out friends who act as coaches or cheerleaders. The story of Michael E., who found motivation in an online support group, illustrates how accountability and encouragement from others can dramatically improve your chances of success. Another critical insight is the role of incentives and environment in shaping behavior. The authors share how small financial stakes, like putting money at risk if you fail to meet a goal, can drive significant change. They also highlight the importance of reshaping your physical surroundings to make good habits easier and bad habits harder. As Albert Einstein wisely noted, the measure of intelligence is the ability to change. By designing your environment to support your goals, you can create lasting change without relying on sheer willpower. The book is filled with real-life examples of people who transformed their lives by applying these principles. From Melanie, who turned her stagnant career around by building skills and aligning her work with company goals, to Lee, who quit smoking by identifying triggers and finding healthier distractions, these stories prove that change is possible for anyone. The key is to tailor the strategies to your unique challenges and circumstances. As we close this chapter, I want to thank you, my incredible audience, for showing up, cheering me on, and sharing this journey with me. Your support means the world, and it's what keeps me going. If this summary resonated with you, I'd love for you to like, subscribe, and share this content with someone you care about. As the great Maya Angelou once said, "When you learn, teach. When you get, give." Let's spread the message of empowerment and inspire others to take control of their lives. Thank you for being here, and let's continue to grow together. Welcome to the channel, and let's change anything.